All right, let's dive into one of the biggest questions ever asked. Does God exist? This question has puzzled humanity for centuries, igniting endless debates and inspiring countless philosophical arguments. Let's start with the classical arguments for the existence of God. The cosmological argument suggests that everything that exists has a cause. And if you trace this chain of causes back, you'll eventually reach an uncaused cause, which many identify as God. Then there's the teleological argument, which points to the intricate complexity and order of the universe as evidence of a purposeful designer. And let's not forget the ontological argument, which posits that the very concept of a greatest possible being implies its existence. Now flip the coin and you'll encounter strong arguments against the existence of God. The problem of evil is a big one. It questions how an all-powerful, all-knowing and all-good God can coexist with the apparent abundance of suffering and evil in the world. Another is the argument from inconsistent revelations, which highlights the conflicting claims of different religions about God's nature and will. What about the middle ground? Some people adopt agnosticism, acknowledging that we simply don't have enough evidence to make a definitive conclusion. Others turn to atheism, finding the arguments against the existence of God more compelling. And then there are those who believe that faith transcends reason, holding that the existence of God is a matter of personal belief, not empirical evidence. Philosophers like Immanuel Kant and Soren Kierkegaard also weigh in. Kant argued that while we can't prove God's existence through pure reason, we might need the idea of God to make sense of moral obligations. Kierkegaard, on the other hand, emphasized a leap of faith, suggesting that belief in God is a deeply personal and subjective experience. In the end, the question of God's existence might be less about finding a definitive answer and more about exploring the myriad ways humans have tried to understand their place in the universe. Whether you lean towards belief, skepticism, or somewhere in between, the journey itself can be profoundly enriching. So what do you think? Is the existence of God fact or fiction? Drop your thoughts in the comments and let's keep this fascinating conversation going. Until next time, stay curious.